Well, I'm on the hunt for another cylinder head because behind the valve seat it's cracked and I don't think it'd hold a new one. Welcome to part 2. You'll be pleased to know that I'm not going to scrap this tractor. We're going to fix it. So I've done some shopping, found a good used cylinder head, just got to lap the valves in and it'll be ready to go. Went to Trade Tools and picked up some things to make it a bit easier for me, much easier. There's all the valves there. And the other thing I've got to do is tap out all the pistons, new rings, hone, and new rod bearings. So let's crack on. Well, I thought there's no way this bolt's going to come out. I mean, it goes all the way through here into the head. I thought it'll be rusty as hell, but it came out. Unbelievable. Whoops. So I'm just hitting on the bottom of the rod with the piston all the way up at top dead center. Just with a block of wood. There we go. Just gave this a bit of a clean. It's unbelievable that that broken valve damaged the piston, but the rings, they're fine. There's not a mark on them. And it didn't damage the bore either. A quick hone and it'll be alright. Look, if you're really stuck, you could just change the piston and put those rings back on it. But obviously I'm not going to. Yeah, got out lucky here. The pistons have been cleaned up. So I've done some shopping, new rod bearings and rings. I've just got to get it over that spring, and there we have it. That's one installed. I've got the manual here. So the second and third rings have a mark on them. It says top, so it's hard to get that wrong. And it also says in the manual, second and third compression rings have a straight face with a bevel inside diameter and must be installed with the bevel side up, which is correct here. That says top. So I'll put this one on next. There we go. Now for the next one. Same again, it's marked top. This one's a bit fiddly. There we go. Now the top compression ring it says here the top one, barrel face type, it must be installed with the identification mark up, but there is no mark on it, not that I can see anyway. So I'm going to just, as I pull this out of the sleeve, that's the way I'm going to install it. It is the same though, both sides. So we're going to do it like this. It's symmetrical. have it. Just got to do the same to the other two cylinders and they're ready to go in. My external microphone isn't working, so I'm going to have to talk a bit louder than I normally do. But basically, we've got the spring compressor there. That will go around and it'll be tightened down. Obviously I'll put some oil on it and I'll drop it in the cylinder, which is ready to go here. I've got the bearings ready, so I'll have to get underneath and install them from the bottom, along with the rod cap and the two nuts, which are in here. There you go. 2 more to go. So I'm just cleaning the surface of the head up. I've checked it for straightness and it's pretty good. So I've just got some 1000 grit wet and dry here and I've wrapped it around the straight edge, and you can just wet it down. Go in that direction, go in this direction. Just keep going until it starts to brighten up. It's pretty good now, to me, and I think it'll work just fine. Now, if you're a machinist, you're probably going to hate me. And if you want to leave a comment below, feel free to do so and tell me what I've done wrong, but I'm about to put the cylinder head back together. Some of the valve seats had rust on them, so I got 2 of the old valves, welded a bolt on there, on the face, and as you can see, put 1 piece of sandpaper and then another of varying grits, and they cleaned up very nicely. So basically the idea with this is I've got a drill, put it over the end, and then just dropped it down in there. Worked the drill, and it did a fantastic job compared to how they did look. I have bought new valves, and they're ready to go in. Cleaned up these as well, and things are moving along. Okay, so this is number 1. I've set it to 60. And it should click. There we go. Number 2, which is that one. Number 3, which is part of the rocker assembly. Number 4. Number 6. Seven. So the last stage is 110. So it's really coming along. I've got the fuel filters on, the sump, and we'll put this battery tray on. It's just a large pin. And just drop it down. There we go. who designed this bit. It's quite a good tractor this, but this is the worst bit of it, I reckon. Trying to get this in and everything lined up. Why? Why would they do it like that? They could have left a bit of a gap. Jesus. Oh, now it goes. Now there's nothing much to this. I've got a dab of grease and just put it on the edge, and that'll hold those injector seals. And it's just a matter of dropping them in there like that. Okay, we've got fuel to this one, so I'll shut that one down. Okay, we've got fuel to these now. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's something. Wonder why it stopped. After a few minutes it started to run smoother, so I thought I'll put the blade on and move some of the gravel and grade the driveway. Give it a bit of a test, and it went really well. I was going to split this video up into a third part, but in the end I decided not to. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.